Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. Welcome back to Friday Night SmackDown. We are halfway through the build now to the Elimination Chamber as of tonight. 2 weeks remain until the big show. But now, here comes the man who will challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship at that show, John Cena. The franchise looking for that big world title win at the Elimination Chamber. He said that if he doesn't win a world title by Survivor Series Season 4, which is another 9 months away, 9.5 months roughly for Cena, he will hang it up. Hey, he's getting that title shot in 2 weeks though, but tonight, he's bringing back the Take Initiative Challenge. He wants a young star in the back to come out here and challenge him to a matchup. So John Cena has made his way to the ring. We got a hell of a night coming up on SmackDown as well. We got this matchup here where, as I said, Cena challenges a young star to a matchup. We've got that round 2, second matchup between Baron Corbin and Wes Lee, where they're finally going to have their second match. The second round of the Women's Championship Tournament continues as Mandy Rose takes on Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair takes on Liv Morgan. That'll be the main event. Randy Orton and Sami Zayn look to finish their matchup, look to finish their beef with one another later tonight in a one-on-one matchup. And also tonight we're going to have a fatal 4-way tag team matchup to crown #1 contenders in SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But for now, John Cena makes his way to the ring. He is ready. We are 24 hours away from the debut LSWF show. I am full of energy. So, well, hang on a minute. This is music we haven't heard before. And that is someone we have never seen before. This young guy is Nathan Frazer. You might not have heard of him before, but he is a UK independent breakout star. And well, I know the fans of this channel, I know that if you didn't know this guy, I'm about to say a sentence that's going to really make you like him already. This man, a prized pupil, a student of the World Heavyweight Champion, taught how to wrestle by the one and only Seth Rollins. So how fitting that Frazer would come out here tonight and go face-to-face with Rollins, his upcoming Elimination Chamber opponent. So John Cena and Nathan Frazer one-on-one in our opening contest here. Without any further ado, here we go. Frazer with a right hand turns Cena around. Nathan Frazer now immediately, whoa, flipping around Cena, big Hurricane Rana, taking John Cena down. There's a kick to the back now, and Frazer with another kick. Cena's down. Nathan Frazer now going into the corner, goes up to the top rope, and Nathan Frazer goes to the top rope. Moonsault! Nearly got Cena across the back. Cena went for a drop kick to the back. Frazer now grabs Cena back to his feet. Nathan Frazer grabbing Cena. Head scissor takedown to the franchise. Cena gets grabbed from behind now, and Frazer neck breaker to Cena. Nathan Frazer goes for another kick. Cena back to his feet now. Cena firing away on Nathan Frazer. John Cena grabs hold of him, throws him off the ropes. Cena, they collide. Frazer with a roundhouse kick. Frazer, whoa, look at this, rolls through into a spinning Hurricane Rana. Oh, went for a standing shooting star. Cena got the knees up. And now John Cena with a jab, knocking back Frazer, kicks him in the ribs. Cena knocking him back towards the corner now. John Cena with Frazer into the corner. Clothesline. And Nathan Frazer goes down. John Cena with an elbow strike, taking him down. Cena's got him down. John Cena getting Frazer back up to his feet. Cena, there's a jab. For another one. Ducks him. Comes up the ropes. Shoulder block. Oh, you know what comes next. Into another one. Cena ducks the clothesline into that body drop. And now Cena going for the patented fourth move. Says, you can't see me. Hits the ropes and into the 5-knuckle shuffle. No! Frazer got out of the way. And now Frazer grabs Cena. Nathan Frazer takes him down. Coming off the ropes, and Nathan Frazer, a drop kick to the side of Cena's head. He goes down. Frazer up to the top rope, and Nathan Frazer going to come off the top. Frog splash! 1, 2, Cena kicked out. Frazer tried his best there, but ultimately Cena kicked out. Cena pops back up to his feet now. Frazer with a right hook. Nathan Frazer grabs Cena, and STO takes him down. Cena goes down. Frazer grabbing onto him. Nathan Frazer with Cena back up to his feet. Whoa, that's a Seth Rollins move right there. Hits the Skywalker. A move Rollins used effectively back in Ring of Honor. As now Nathan Frazer goes towards the corner. Frazer into the corner, grabs Cena into a cover now. Nathan Frazer. 1, 2, Cena kicks out. And now Nathan Frazer, Cena staggers back to his feet. Frazer grabs him. Nathan Frazer with a right hook, kicks out the knee, grabs Cena into a DDT. John Cena goes down. Nathan Frazer up to the top rope, and Frazer went for another frog splash. Cena countered. Cena now gets him up for an attitude adjustment. 1, 2, no! Cena just hit his best shot and his rookie just kicked out. Cena now fires away and causes Frazer to stagger across the ring. Nathan Frazer with a right hook, firing away on Cena, knocks him back. There's a roundhouse kick. And now Frazer firing with quick kicks to Cena. DDT takes him down to the center of the ring. Cover. 1, 2. Cena kicks out again. And now Frazer goes up to the top rope. Nathan Frazer. And there's another big splash to Cena. He's got this crowd rallying behind him right now. They want to see this kid do it. And right now, I think I'm kind of rooting for him. He kicks Cena in the back. Springboard moonsault. Cover. 1, 2. Cena kicks out again. And now Frazer goes back up again, and Nathan Frazer went for a frog splash. Cena with the knees up a second time. Grabs hold of him, throws him across the ring into the corner. Big clothesline. Takes him down. And now Cena turns him over, and Cena into the STF. STF is in, trying to tap Frazer out here. Frazer might be forced to tap out. Cena trying to make him tap. It could be over. Cena has the STF in tight on Frazer. It could be all over. But now Frazer prying the arms free. Elbows him in the nose. And again. Cena rolls back to his feet. Frazer now. Springboard. Cena got out of the way, and Frazer splats into the mat. And now Cena capitalizes with the AA. 1, 2, 3. No! He just kicked out of a second AA. I don't think anyone I don't even know if Frazer realized he was going to do that. And now Cena throws Nathan Frazer in the corner. And John Cena, when all else fails, go back to what you do best. To the top rope. Cena gonna go for the avalanche. Attitude adjustment. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Cena beats Rollins' student tonight. Makes you wonder where Frazer was when we were doing the Messiah thing and needed another people for Seth Rollins. Anyways, John Cena does what he does best, overcame the odds. It really looked like this young upstart was going to get the win over one of the greatest of all time. Nathan Frazer came just so close, just so many times, but ultimately the avalanche attitude adjustment spelled the end. Your winner, John Cena. That's a big win for Cena. We're going to move on with the rest. Hang on a minute. Well, that's the Royal Rumble winner. Monday Night Raw's AJ Styles. He still hasn't made his choice between the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship for which one he wants to challenge for at WrestleMania in the main event. Styles coming out here tonight face to face with John Cena. The phenomenal one coming down to the ring. AJ Styles approaches the ring. Cena's still there. Oh, don't mind me, John. Just, scouting out who my opponent might be when I make that big choice. That's all. Be on your way now. Tonight, Might be Friday Night SmackDown, but tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow is the day where I finally challenge for a world championship, because at LSWF Bayside Beatdown, I will be challenging for the ARW World title, and when I win that championship tomorrow, I will be bringing it back to SmackDown, my first real championship, and you will all show me the respect that I deserve when I wipe that good-for-nothing Carnold off the face of the earth. Is that so now? Because, Carnold was really thinking otherwise. How in the hell did you get here? The door was open, and so Carnold just kind of walked right in, but, it's a nice idea and all that you might get respect and be a champion, but Carnold always wins. So, sorry, got to go. Carnold and Shotzi have dinner plans, but, see you tomorrow, loser. I have scripts for these shows. He wasn't on that script. He just kind of shows up sometimes. But anyway, we're going to move into some more action here on SmackDown tonight. Because here comes Wes Lee to the ring. Wes Lee has been proving himself as a single star as of late here on Friday nights. He is a former hardcore champion now. He got that big win for the hardcore title over Baron Corbin a few weeks ago. But there was an asterisk next to that victory because he beat Baron Corbin when he attacked him before the bell. Corbin has said so that he doesn't take that as a real loss. He doesn't accept that as a real loss because Wes Lee attacked him before the bell and got the jump on him before matches, despite the fact Baron Corbin has done that many times in his career. And so Wes Lee challenged him tonight to find out who the better man is, one-on-one, and he promised he would not attack Corbin before the match. In fact, he made his entrance first to avoid attack, to not be able to attack Corbin from behind, from the back of the arena. But he promised that he would wait until that bell rings before laying a hand on Corbin. So here comes Baron Corbin. It'd be really nice if someone would do some modding, get the old Corbin-trons in the game. Be kind of nice. I'm not expecting anyone to do it, but it'd be nice. I'd appreciate it. So Baron Corbin making his way to the ring. Former two-time hardcore champion now is Baron Corbin. He wears a cape and a crown tonight, making his way to the ring. Now we're talking indeed, random citizen. Baron Corbin makes his way to the ring. Corbin and Wes Lee one-on-one here on SmackDown. Whoever wins this one, you gotta think will shoot themselves up some kind of title ranking, whether it be the hardcore title, the Intercontinental title, or even or in the case of Wes Lee, maybe even the Cruiserweight title. As Baron Corbin, the self-proclaimed King of SmackDown, enters the ring. So it is Wes Lee and Baron Corbin one-on-one. Here we go. Oh, Corbin with a kick to the ribs. Wes Lee catches him. Wes Lee swings him around, grabs onto him, and takes him down. Small package. One. No. Corbin gets the shoulder up. And now Wes Lee and Baron Corbin. Corbin throws a jab. Wes Lee gets caught. Corbin scoops him up on his shoulders, and Corbin with Wes Lee. Stun gun. From a high drop there. Corbin's a big guy, 6'6", maybe 6'8". If you know, you know. Wes Lee gets out of it, though, and now Wes Lee drops down on his knee, going into the knee of Baron Corbin. Corbin is down. Wes Lee stomping the knee again. Corbin back to his feet. Wes Lee turns him into a Spanish fly on the big man. Wes Lee goes in the corner, springboards into a crossbody. And now Wes Lee gets Baron Corbin up to his feet. There's a jab, and again, Wes Lee knocks him back now, and Wes Lee with Baron Corbin sends him off the ropes, sidesteps him, went for a clothesline. Corbin blocks it, and now Corbin grabs onto Wes Lee, throws him across the ring. Down goes Corbin, down goes Wes Lee. And now Corbin Throwing him in the corner. Wes Lee gets caught, and Corbin throws him across the ring. Oh, and Wes Lee with an elbow to Corbin. Wes Lee, now Corbin catches him. Hurricane Rana from Lee. Cover on Corbin. One. No. Wes Lee's getting fired up here. Wes Lee. Springboard. Oh! Limped over Corbin, who punches him in the face. Now Corbin grabs Wes Lee, and Baron Corbin double axe handle. Wes Lee goes down now, and Corbin grabs the arm. Baron Corbin stomping the hand. And again. And again. Corbin gets Wes Lee up to his feet now. And Corbin, I think he was looking for deep six. Wes Lee went for a kick. Chops Corbin. Oh, went for a super kick. Corbin went for a punch. Counter for counter. He's got Wes Lee now, and Corbin throws him into the corner. Throws him across the ring. Corbin goes for a kick. Wes Lee grabs the leg. Wes Lee sweeps the leg of Baron Corbin. Oh, and Wes Lee hits the corner by trying to land on Corbin. And now Corbin grabs onto him, and Corbin with Lee over the top rope. Baron Corbin now went for a right hand. Wes Lee. Springboard. Hurricane Rana to Corbin into a standing shooting star press. And now Wes Lee gets him back up to his feet. This crowd is firmly behind him. Goes for sliced bread. Gets caught into a power slam. Corbin getting him up to his feet now. And Baron Corbin knocking back Wes Lee. Wes Lee staggers. Corbin went for deep six. Wes Lee with a right hook. Knocks Corbin back. Corbin grabs onto him now. And Corbin. No, Wes Lee answering back. Wes Lee knocks back Corbin. Wes Lee. Enziguri takes down Corbin. Lee getting Corbin back up to his feet now, and Wes Lee grabs Baron Corbin, throws him across the ring, into the corner. There's an uppercut. Throws him across the ring again, into a arm drag. Oh, and Corbin knocks him back as he's running. Corbin grabbing Wes Lee, and Baron Corbin throws him over the top rope. Baron Corbin grabs onto him, right hook connects. Corbin to the outside, grabs onto Wes Lee, pops him up, back body drop on the apron. Corbin standing tall now. Wes Lee staggering back up to his feet. Wes Lee with a jab now to Corbin, knocking him back. Wes Lee takes him down. Drop kick to the side of the head. Corbin's eyes just glazed over on that one. Wes Lee throws him back into the ring. Going to the top. And Wes Lee corkscrew off the top. 1, 2, 3. Wes Lee shows that he could have done it without the pre-match assault. Wes Lee scores the win. Wes Lee knocks off Baron Corbin. That is a big win for Wes Lee. He continues to start getting things on track for himself as a singles competitor here in LS11 Universe. Who knows what's next for him? We'll be finding out hopefully in the next few weeks with this guy. That's a big win there for Wes Lee. We got plenty more coming up here tonight on SmackDown. So stay tuned. We're going to keep on rolling with the show. Later tonight, Sami Zayn and I are going to end this once and for all. He likes to think I screwed him while he screwed himself. Then last week he had the nerve to kick me in the face. So tonight, Sami, we're done. After I drop you with an RKO, and then Cody, I'm coming for you. I'm going to drop your ass, and I'm going to humble you like I did 10 years ago. Well, we'll be getting to that Randy Orton Sami Zayn match later tonight. Right now, we're going to keep moving on into... We're going to move on into the second to last round one matchup of the #1 contenders SmackDown Women's Title Tournament for WrestleMania, as the toxic Mandy Rose makes her way to the ring, leading Toxic Attraction down. I don't remember if I've already mentioned this in this episode. Update 1.15 might be my new favorite update to 2K22, because oh my god, the new update. This matchup has 3 custom characters in it. It loaded in less than 60 seconds. it used to take about 4 minutes for a matchup with these three together in a normal arena to work. You don't want to know how long it took the Cyber Sunday match where it was 4 custom characters and a custom arena load. That took actually about 15 minutes. But anyways, Mandy Rose, the former SmackDown Women's Champion, looking to get back to WrestleMania, but things have not worked out in the luck of the draw for the tournament for her. Because in her run as SmackDown Women's Champion, there was one person she was avoiding like the plague. Well, I guess if it was like the most recent plague, it wasn't avoiding at all, if that's what we're talking about. 2 weeks ago? Anyways, a woman, she did everything to stay away from the man, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, a former Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion, making her way to the ring. The man comes around again tonight, Becky Lynch. Looking to get back on top. She's finally going to get a chance to get her hands on Mandy Rose after all these months. Becky Lynch looks to move on to round 2 of the tournament. The winner of this matchup will move on, I believe. So we've already seen, of course, Lacey Evans move on after she beat Shotzi, and we've seen Indy Hartwell move on after she beat Sonya Deville. I believe the winner of this matchup takes on Indy Hartwell in the tournament. I don't have an official bracket graphic made, so you'll know next week when the winner of this matchup takes on either Indy Hartwell or Lacey Evans. So Mandy Rose and Becky Lynch finally getting a chance to go one-on-one. Becky Lynch takes her down. Becky Lynch is looking to humble Mandy Rose after, again, she screwed her out of title opportunity after title opportunity in what was Becky Lynch's big comeback match at Clash of Champions, when she was challenging Candice LeRae for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It looked like Becky Lynch had it won. She had the disarmor in when Mandy Rose ran in, cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase, and stole the win from Becky Lynch to become SmackDown Women's Champion. Then she made sure to cost Becky Lynch the #1 contenders match heading into Bad Blood and handed it to Nikki ASH, now Nikki Cross, of course. Handpicking her opponent that night. Now Mandy Rose back to her feet. She takes down Becky Lynch. Rose has her down, and Mandy Rose with a kick. Becky Lynch is down. Mandy Rose turns her over and kicks her in the back. Mandy Rose now getting Lynch back up to her feet, and Mandy, with Becky Lynch, throws her across the ring, off the ropes. Well, Becky Lynch sidestepped her, slaps her in the face. There's a drop kick. And now Becky Lynch went for an elbow. Mandy Rose out of the way. Mandy Rose with a right hook. Becky Lynch gets caught, and Mandy Rose. Oh, Becky rolls through it, and Becky turns her around. Lynch. Manhandle slam. And there's nothing Jane and Dolan can do about it. No. Kick out from Mandy. Now Becky Lynch gets her back to her feet, and Becky Lynch grabs Mandy Rose, takes her down into Disarmor. Disarmor is in. Mandy Rose is flailing. She taps out, and in practically record time, Becky Lynch is moving on to next week for the semifinals. Becky Lynch is on another level lately as she gets one step closer to challenging for the SmackDown Women's title yet again. That is a big win for Becky Lynch. The man comes around, the man gets the win, and the man is moving on to round 2 to face off with Indy Hartwell next week. With a huge win there for Becky Lynch. She finally shows why Mandy Rose was trying to stay the hell away from her. Well, there's no backstage segments or anything this time. We're moving right on. Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn coming up next. So we're moving right along with SmackDown now. Not number 1 contenders, but a one matchup. The former #1 contender to the Intercontinental title going to make his way to the ring. The Viper, Randy Orton, who is in hot pursuit of Cody Rhodes. He wants to fight the American Nightmare. Randy Orton making his way down to the ring. The Viper was screwed out of the Intercontinental title by the American Nightmare. He tried to call out Cody Rhodes last week, and he got a boot to the face from Sami Zayn, who said, "You've got to worry about me right now, buddy." And if you're wondering how that came about, 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, right before the Royal Rumble, Randy Orton pretty much gaslighted, there's no better way to put it, gaslighted Sami Zayn into taking his Intercontinental title match a week early. It was supposed to be Zayn versus either Theory or Orton the week after the Royal Rumble, but Randy Orton gaslighted Sami Zayn, dropped him with an RKO, and handed Austin Theory the victory over Sami Zayn. So now the Viper making his way to the ring. Randy Orton making his way to the ring tonight. The Viper, they full out of steam, ready to fight Sami Zayn tonight, ready to get some revenge. And as he said earlier tonight, after he's done with Sami, Cody Rhodes is next. We've not seen Cody get back in the ring since his loss to Seth Rollins the Royal Rumble. That was a brutal matchup with a pair of super curb stomps to seal the deal. So here comes Sami Zayn, the great liberator of SmackDown. A man who believes that there is a conspiracy out against him. Sami Zayn makes his way to the ring. He believes he should have won the Intercontinental title 2 weeks ago, and he truly believes in his heart of hearts that had Randy Orton not hit him with that RKO, he believes he had what it takes to beat Austin Theory last weekend. I mean, we'll never really know how that matchup would have gone if Randy Orton hadn't dropped him. As Sami Zayn makes his way to the ring. So Sami Zayn, of course, got the jump on Randy Orton last week. Randy Orton, I think, just wants to close this chapter of his career, the Sami Zayn situation. Wait a minute, Randy. Well, I said he wants to close the chapter. It really looks like he does. He jumped Sami Zayn from behind. Goes for a clothesline now, and Sami Zayn, no. Randy Orton answering back. Randy Orton knocks back Sami, and now Randy Orton with Sami Zayn. Off the ropes. Power slam. Orton now gets Sami Zayn back up to his feet, and Orton gets kicked in the ribs. Sami Zayn goes for a kick. Randy Orton with a clothesline, dropping him. And now Randy Orton, Sami Zayn's not even gotten his hat and coat off. That hat's practically glued to his head, it almost seems like. Now Randy Orton telling Zayn, just let's do this. Randy Orton firing away on Sami Zayn again. Sami Zayn with an elbow into the knee. Randy Orton gets knocked back. Sami Zayn working over the head now. Sami Zayn takes out the neck of Randy Orton and staggers. Sami Zayn scoops him up. Scoop slam takes down Orton. Now Sami Zayn, no, Randy Orton takes out the leg. And Orton now into ground and pound, punching Sami Zayn in the face repeatedly. Takes him down again. Now Randy Orton's got Sami Zayn down. Randy Orton gets Sami Zayn back to his feet. There's a right hook. Orton with Zayn. Sends him off the ropes now. Randy Orton drop kicks him in the back. Sami thought he was smart by catching the ropes. Randy with a knee into the ribs. Orton into a clothesline. Orton now kicking Sami Zayn down, and Randy Orton gets caught. Hurricane Rana by Sami Zayn. And now Sami gets Randy back to his feet, goes for a right hook. Randy Orton with a kick. Now Randy Orton knocking back Sami Zayn. Orton punches him in the face. Orton now down in the ground and pound on Sami Zayn. Orton's got him down. Sami is down. Randy Orton for another kick. Sami Zayn pops up. Hurricane Rana again to Orton. Orton staggers and Sami Zayn catches him, pops up into another one. Sami now grabs Orton, pulls him in, and Sami with a neck breaker. Randy Orton goes down, and Sami Zayn standing over him. Sami Zayn. Randy Orton staggers back to his feet now, and Sami with Orton. Here we go. Sami Zayn, no, Orton countered. Orton, RKO! Plant Sami Zayn. 1, 2, 3. Orton with a thunderous RKO. Drops Sami Zayn. A big win there for the Viper. And so now Randy Orton can turn his attention to, well, this man. The American Nightmare, Mr. Money in the Bank, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes marching down, briefcase in hand, looking like a lawyer on Casual Friday with that briefcase. Cody Rhodes makes his way to the ring. Randy, look, before we start, I hate to inform you. To quote one of my old buddies, I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I'm not medically cleared tonight. Seth banged me up pretty bad at the Royal Rumble. I've suffered an injury that I'd rather not disclose tonight. I'm gonna be out for a little bit. So I'm not gonna be able to answer your challenge, Randy, otherwise you know I'd love to face you. And you know good and well what happens if you lay your hand on an injured star. Not gonna end well for you. But you will get to have a match at the Elimination Chamber against a man I'm putting my full trust in. Good luck. Oh no, when Cody issues a warning like that, it usually only means one thing: play more! Drew McIntyre gonna step in and fill in for Cody Rhodes at the Chamber. McIntyre sends a message for Cody. Oh man, Nathan Frazer backstage here. That's the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Being a student and teacher here. Seth, hey, long time no see, I know. Sorry I didn't tell you I was gonna be here tonight, but wanted you to be a surprise. Surprise indeed, my old student. Surprised indeed. Hell of a match, though. Yeah, but, you know, not the result I would have hoped for, but I was wondering, Seth, if you could give me some advice? Now that I'm here on SmackDown. Yeah, of course, anything for my old student. Look, here's the best advice I can give you, Nate. Best advice I can give you is this. Don't dwell on the loss, and focus on what's next. Do what you have to do to make things happen in your career. Don't just sit around. Don't just be content being another guy on the roster. Keep those words in mind, and you'll go pretty far. Well, earlier tonight, I promised we were going to have a fatal 4-way tag team match to crown #1 contenders to the SmackDown tag team titles. I promised, and I'm going to deliver. God help me, it could go very poorly. As here comes GYB to the ring. You gotta remember that I have modded Trons in now, so ones I originally had set for certain people aren't gonna work anymore. For example, these guys had Timothy Thatcher's Trons. Those are now Cody's Trons. Keep that in mind, so bear with me. That'll get fixed over the weeks as I realize certain ones. Don't worry, I'll immediately remember to change Braun Steiner's before he comes out next. I'm pretty sure his are like Lita now or something. So, GYB make their way to the ring. James Drake and Zach Gibson. I've always been big fans of these guys. Former Raw Tag Team Champions. Team that we really haven't seen much since NXT Fallout. It's almost like they weren't in the game, even though I really thought they would be. Another team we haven't seen too much of here on SmackDown now. Los Lotharios making their way to the ring. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo making their way out. Pair of cousins here on their way to the ring. Team that I've always had a bit of an admiration for. I've always thought they were a pretty cool team. I've always wanted to see more from them than what we've gotten. I'm hoping that we'll get to see them break out here one day. Who knows if tonight will be that night, though, as Garza and Humberto making their way to the ring. So this could be a huge matchup for these two tonight. A good opportunity to prove themselves. So shout out once again to the modders at Pro Wrestling Mods. I will return the link to the description this week, now that we're back to using mods. The Humberto and Garza models you see here made by the modders there. Same with the Los Lotharios graphics. So Los Lotharios making their way to the ring. And modders over at Pro Wrestling Mods, if you see this, if you ever want to do some kind of crossover appearing on the channel, just let me know. My DMs on Twitter are open. Dangerous thing to put out there, but you know. And now the third team in this matchup. Look, man, we're running out of teams here on SmackDown, alright? The Robert Stone brand. Robert Stone and Von Wagner. We finally learned a few months ago what the hell a Von Wagner is, and it's apparently this thing. This guy. He's not exactly had the best career, if I'm going to be honest with you. Not really gone the way you would have thought for a young star like him. And I do use that word star very loosely. His manager Robert Stone stepping in the ring with him tonight, though. Yeah, I mean, Von Wagner had to make his debut against Brock Lesnar, so he's at least got that going for him. So the Robert Stone brand make their way to the ring. Hey, they could go from no wins whatsoever to challenging the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Can't really say that with a straight face, quite honestly, but you know, it could happen. If I had too much to drink before this episode. And finally, another team we haven't seen in a little while. The Creed brothers of the Diamond Mine making their way to the ring. See, it says Roderick Strong there. It's kind of just because we're waiting for Creed brothers graphics to get modded in again. Diamond Mine now pretty much just consisting of the Creeds, Ivy Nile, and the coach Drew Gulak. We've not seen Roderick Strong since Cyber Sunday, and that was 6 weeks ago now. So the Creeds making their way to the ring. The Diamond Mine. The Creeds, another pair of promising young stars, if you ask me, here on Friday Night SmackDown, making their way to the ring. Brutus and Julius Creed. Julius being the taller one with the darker hair there, the one closest to the screen at the moment. Brutus kind of the one in more of the background there. So the Creed brothers making their way to the ring tonight before this big Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match starts up. So, the Creeds, GYV, the Robert Stone brand, and Los Lotharios. God help us all. It's going down. I'm just one man calling an 8-person matchup. Here we go. As Garza kicks Brutus in the back of the head. Rio going after Von Wagner. And now Los Lotharios together going after the big guy. Von Wagner getting taken down. GYB and the Creeds going at it. Robert Stone just trying to get in there somewhere. Stone trying to get into the mix. As I said, Los Lotharios just working together right now. So it's kind of broken up into two fights here. As, oh, wait a minute. Julius went for a cover on James Drake. That didn't work out. It is elimination because God knows I could not do a Fatal 4. I could not watch a Fatal 4-Way Tag match in a 2K game where it's one fall to the finish. I tried it in ARW once, and the match went for over half an hour. As Brutus Creed takes down Zach Gibson into a cover. 1, 2, no. Von Wagner now kicking Angel Garza on the outside. Robert Stone now going after Humberto. Von Wagner now kicks back Angel Garza. And, oh, Angel Garza sent into the ring post. And James Drake now, DDT to Humberto Carrillo. Robert Stone throws Zach Gibson in the corner. And, oh, Angel Garza sent across ringside. Garza pumps up into a Hurricane Rana to Von Wagner. As Robert Stone gets taken down by Zach Gibson. James Drake and Julius Creed on the outside now. Von Wagner picking up Angel Garza, who sidesteps. Oh, Zach Gibson taking down Robert Stone. turns him over now as Garza takes down Von Wagner. But Robert Stone kicks out. And now Humberto with Von Wagner running him towards the corner, but nobody home. Los Lotharios looking to double team his own. Zach Gibson just took down Robert Stone. 1, 2. No! Oh, Von Wagner fights off Brutus. And now Angel Garza comes out of nowhere to take him down. Garza now. Well, Brutus grabs Von Wagner up on his shoulders. Everyone's going to the Robert Stone brand right now, and if Ray were here, he'd probably make some kind of joke like, because, Xander, they're the most dominant tag team on SmackDown, don't you know? Or something like that. Oh! Everyone getting taken down there, too! Robert Stone's been eliminated by Humberto Carrillo. Brutus Creed has a clear 3 count on Von Wagner, who finally kicks out. The Robert Stone brand, the first to lose a member. As Zach Gibson was going for a cover on Angel. And now Gibson throws Humberto out of the ring. Oh my God! Julius Creed with a cannonball over the top. And he landed on his feet. As Brutus Creed with a suplex to Von Wagner. Von Wagner now all on his own. Brutus Creed goes for a kick. Von Wagner gets him back up. Von Wagner dropping him. And Von Wagner trying to take him down as Angel Garza rolls Von Wagner through. 1, 2. Garza nearly got him as Julius Creed slams down James Drake on the outside. Brutus Creed with a suplex. And another. And a third to Von Wagner. Angel Garza drops an elbow on him. And Brutus Creed tries to cover him a couple times here. Not sure why he kept getting off. 1. No, Von Wagner kicks out. So Angel Garza is now going to get the big man up as Julius Creed throws James Drake into the turnbuckle. Julius Creed clearing off the announce table. As now Angel Garza grabbing Von Wagner, getting him back up to his feet. As Brutus Creed grabs him and takes him down. And now Brutus punching Von Wagner in the face. Julius kicking James Drake on the outside. Humberto being taken down by Zach Gibson on the outside. As now Brutus taking down Von Wagner with German suplexes again. Garza takes down James Drake. Or takes down Zach Gibson, excuse me. Angel Garza now rolls him through as Brutus Creed. No, Von Wagner kicked out again. And now Brutus Creed slams down Angel Garza as Humberto Carrillo rolls back into the ring. Oh, Spanish Fly takes down Brutus Creed. And now Julius Creed going after James Drake. Big power slam there from Humberto into a standing shooting star on the Zach Gibson. Von Wagner trying to stay in this one. And now James Drake gets Angel Garza back up. Garza counters. Garza ducks under it. Oh, Angel Garza trips. As now Brutus Creed with a stun gun. Cover on James Drake. 1, 2. James Drake got the shoulder up. Oh, and there's a kick from Angel Garza. Von Wagner dropping Julius Creed into a cover. 1, 2. No. Angel Garza kicks Von Wagner in the ribs. 4. Wind Clipper. Into a submission now. Von Wagner's out. James Drake plants Julius Creed. 1, 2, 3. And now one half of the Creeds are gone as Angel Garza takes out Brutus on the outside. So it's Los Lotharios, GYB, and Brutus Creed in this matchup now. And somehow 3 people being gone has made it run slower. Oh, went for a drop kick. James Drake out of the way. Drake and Garza going at it now. Humberto going at it with Zach Gibson. Brutus Creed's kind of become an afterthought here. Brutus Creed trying to make sure everyone remembers he's here, trying to win it all for his team tonight. As Humberto being called back up to his feet. And Humberto, oh, he's going to go for a ride. Someone check on Julius Creed in the corner there. I'm not sure if he's all right. Angel Garza trying to save his cousin. He does. Knocking him back. Whoa, dodges the Zach Gibson super kick. Humberto. Hurricane Rana takes down Creed. Oh, and that's kind of left Garza here all on his own against GYB. Gibson. No, a kick out from Garza. GYB double teaming Garza right now. Look out, Humberto, your cousin's in trouble. Garza pops up to his feet though, and Garza firing back as Humberto. 1, 2, no! What is Brutus Creed made of tonight, man? This guy keeps kicking out of everything. Big famouser there from James Drake. As now Humberto Carrillo into a submission hold. Into the rings of Saturn on Brutus Creed. Yeah, I think James Drake has got to be livid. He's got a cover in. He's got a cover in on Angel Garza that the referee isn't counting. 1, and Garza kicks out. He had a visible 3 count, but now we're down to Los Lotharios. And GYB is now Humberto trying to tap out James Drake now. Is Drake going to be able to fight out? Gibson trying to get back to his feet on the outside. Oh, Garza wipes out trying to take out Gibson. James Drake passed out from the pain. He didn't tap out and the ref didn't call it pass out. So Humberto just went into a cover. And now it's down to Los Lotharios versus Zach Gibson. As now Zach Gibson gets him up. Drops him into an armbar on the outside. Humberto just standing there watching. You'd think he would try and help his cousin out here. Zach Gibson pulling back on the arm of Angel Garza. Good lord, I forget how long these moves take sometimes. As now Humberto gets Zach Gibson back to his feet. There's a kick. Angel Garza pops back up to his feet. Humberto throws him into the barricade. Angel Garza slings him into the barricade now, and Garza grabbing Zach Gibson. Throws him back into the ring to Humberto. Kick into the back. Into a cover now. Gibson taken down. 1, 2. No. Angel Garza. Oh, went for an elbow. Nobody home. Gibson gets him with a boot. And now Gibson getting knocked back by Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo with Zach Gibson. Grabs onto him. Carrillo. No. Gibson fighting back. Angel Garza kicks him. And now Angel Garza. Wing Clipper submission is in. Could he do it for Los Lotharios here? It's over. Los Lotharios are your winners. Los Lotharios are going to be challenging Mustache Mountain in 7 nights for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. A big win for these two tonight, a breakout win here. Every one of these teams had opportunities at some point, except the Robert Stone brand. Every one of these teams nearly had it won at some point. But in the end, your winners, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, Los Lotharios, are going to go on to challenge Mustache Mountain for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Big win for these two tonight. We got plenty more coming up on SmackDown, though. We're going to move on with the rest of the night. Frazer. Heard you asked your old teacher for advice earlier. You're really going to take humble talk from Seth Rollins, you know, the guy whose biggest moments in the LS11 Universe have been cracking people over the back with a steel chair. He used to be your teacher, so let this be a lesson from a guy he's never beat. Don't wait to take your opportunity. Go take it. Even if it's the expense of another person. He's just trying to give you this humble talk so you don't overtake him. Well, Finn Balor now seemingly trying to get in the head of Seth Rollins' student. It is now time for the main event. Here comes Liv Morgan to the ring. Looking to move on to the semifinals of the SmackDown Women's Championship Tournament. Wait a minute, there's her opponent. That's Charlotte Flair. It's supposed to be Charlotte and Liv in our main event tonight. But Liv, look out, look out, look out! Charlotte! Charlotte jumping Liv from behind. Charlotte getting a jump on Liv Morgan before the bell can ring. Before Charlotte didn't even make her entrance tonight. She just jumped her from behind. Now Charlotte grabs onto her now, and Flair throws her back into the ring, and Charlotte now kicking down Liv. Charlotte Flair taking her down, and Flair standing tall over Liv Morgan right now. Charlotte's got her down, and Charlotte Flair a slap to the face. Now Liv's got her, and Liv Morgan gets her up on her shoulders. Liv, stun gun, takes down Flair. Liv Morgan going out of the ring. Charlotte catches her as she jumps back in and punches her. Now Liv kicks her in the ribs. Liv Morgan grabs onto her, and Liv with Charlotte drops her. And now Liv Morgan with a drop kick to the back of Charlotte. Charlotte's down. Liv Morgan with a kick, taking her down. Charlotte getting back to her feet, sweeps the leg of Liv Morgan. Goes for a kick. Liv out of the way. Liv, Hurricane Rana takes down Flair. And now Liv Morgan with a kick to the back. Turns her over with another kick now, and Charlotte in trouble. Liv into a crossface on Charlotte. Bulldog choke here. Flair gets out of it. Now Flair with a slap to the face, into a clothesline. Liv Morgan goes down. Now Charlotte. Oh, gets kicked in the ribs. Liv. Knee strike. Looking at Liv in infamy tonight. 1, 2, no. Charlotte kicks out. Charlotte pops back up to her feet. There's an elbow strike. Charlotte's got her down now, and Flair. Another clothesline. Charlotte Flair trying. I think she realizes Liv Morgan could be a threat to her tonight. Liv Morgan poses a dangerous threat to Charlotte's championship aspirations. Charlotte grabs Liv now, and Charlotte Flair with Liv Morgan gets her up for a suplex to take her down. Charlotte now with a kick to Liv. And again, Charlotte kicks her down. Charlotte Flair with Liv Morgan. Out of the ring. Charlotte just waves her off. Charlotte content with taking a count-out victory here over Liv if she has to. Liv Morgan now walking around ringside. Liv gets up onto the apron. Liv springs back into the ring. Charlotte, no, Liv finds the counter. Liv going into the knees. Liv Morgan takes out the knees of Flair. Flair chops her. Knee strike. And again. Oh no, Charlotte. Whoa, Charlotte went for figure eight. Liv countered. Oblivion. 1, 2. No. Charlotte Flair powered out. Liv. Don't hesitate in the moment, Liv. She grabs Charlotte. She swings her, taking her down. Kicks her in the back now, does Liv. Liv Morgan flying up to the top rope. Liv. Big splash to Flair. Charlotte grasping at her waist. She's down. Is she out? Liv. Well, went for Oblivion again. Charlotte got out of the way. Liv gets it a second time. Flair was going for the spear, but ran into it. 2. Liv Morgan wins. Flair tried to get the pre-match assault, and Liv Morgan managed to fight back from it. Liv Morgan found a way out, and Liv Morgan with a pair of Oblivions just beat Charlotte Flair clean as a sheet in the middle of the ring. You can see there, Charlotte was starting to dive for the spear, and Liv turned it into Oblivion. Your winner, Liv Morgan. What a win for Liv Morgan. That is a big victory for her. Thank you all for watching tonight. Until next time, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.